came in as the Benefactor tournament winners in 2005 and went on to win the Anarchy Tag Team titles at Fright Night 05 in this very building. This is the finals of the mysterious Benefactor Cup. The first time in the history of this tournament that it has been a four-way dance, and this may be one of the longest sustained roars I've heard in this building.
You know what, Greg Hunter? The longest sustained roar is what I heard coming from the fans of the Dallas Cowboys last week when Terrell Owens paid over $10,000 to show what big fan he was of the Hollywood Brunettes with his post-touchdown Hollywood Brunette celebration.
Excuse me?
You didn't see it. It was all over the news. He was doing the camera reel. He was shooting the film just like the Hollywood Brunettes. Terrell Owens and the Hollywood Brunettes are fans of each other.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I didn't see the game. I'm sure it's a rather happy coincidence. The Urban Assault Squad will start this contest. Shadow Jackson already in the ring. And Andrew Alexander, the A-lister himself, will start off for the Hollywood Brunettes.
The Wizard of
Okay, well, the Brunettes and the Urban Assault Squad start this one off. Now remember, this is a four corners elimination match. Basically, that means anyone can tag anyone. Once you're pinned, forced to submit, counted out or DQ'd, you are gone.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think that's Shadow Jackson in the ring. I think that's Mark Wahlberg showing off his BVDs. That should be indecent exposure. He should be arrested and excommunicated from the NWA arena. Nobody wants to see his tighty-whities.
You done? Okay, just checking. Apparently no one in a hurry to get in the ring with Shadow Jackson. Andrew Alexander apparently getting in his road work, and now side headlock applied to Shadow Jackson. Jackson hauls him up and just throws him away. 254 pounds is Shadow Jackson, incredibly strong. This Benefactor Cup, the finals of it, has been a launching pad to tag team stardom and tag team titles in this building for quite a while, JJ.
Greg Hunter, it's been a launching pad ever since the inception of the mysterious Benefactor Memorial Cup tournament. There is not one team that has won the Benefactor Cup that hasn't moved on to tag team gold, tag team glory. Whether it be here in NWA Anarchy or throughout the Southeast, every team that's ever won it has moved on to that chance. So you're right, it's a launching pad, it's a springboard. And speaking of launching pads, it looks like the Wizard of was launched outside the ring there.
Well, he certainly has a fearful expression on his face, to be sure. His partner, too hot for TV, Kyle Mathews, trying to help his partner shake out the cobweb, so to speak. Referee Kid Wallace with the task of officiating this contest. And in comes the Wizard of Oz the hard way. Shadow Jackson, front chancellery, and asking the crowd if he should tag Nemesis. I think that would be a resounding yes. Double team inbound, big double shoulder block, and down goes the A-lister. Lateral press, 1, 2. Only a 2 count, says Ken Wallace.
Now, Greg Hunter, you follow this sport just like I do. Those tag team titles, those NWA Anarchy tag team titles, if I remember, there's red in them, right?
Well, at one time, yeah.
And there's gold in them, right?
Yeah.
They would look perfect with the Hollywood Brunettes tights. I mean, they're going to accessorize just fine, Greg Hunter.
Oh, good grief. Nemesis, shoulder block, down goes Kyle Mathews. And that, out of nowhere, disposes of Alexander.
That's not right.
Going for a knife-edge chop. Kyle Mathews tags Don Mathews, no relation, and here come the knife-edge chops. Reversal, merciless Don Mathews, well schooled in those chops as well. Good grief, would you look at this?
These men are just going to go to count on each other's chests. I mean, that's they're done with each other.
Nemesis shoots him into the corner. Nemesis eats the BFK. Matthews out of the way, cover, hook of the leg, 2. Only a 2 count.
Greg Hunter, that BFK may have knocked Nemesis back into a different zip code. And right now, Don Mathews and Adam Roberts have the ring cut off. And Adam Roberts, another man who's no stranger to tag team glory here in NWA Anarchy, is looking to take his second partner to that tag team echelon.
He certainly is. Raining right hands down on the head of Nemesis. And now, wrenching away at the neck, he has the arm grapevine with his own leg, taking away one of Nemesis's ways out of this particular hole, trying to take away a weapon, working over the head, and of course, the head a prominent target of the lariat.
Greg Hunter, you know, it's ironic because back in Fright Night 2005, when the Urban Assault Squad won those tag team championships, Adam Roberts was one of the men that they won them from. And did Brody Chase just tag himself in?
He just tagged himself in. The stray cat cover, hooks the far leg, 2, near leg, excuse me, doesn't matter, 2 counts the result. And his Anger Alliance partners, though not partners in this particular match, don't seem terribly pleased. Shadow Jackson, hand outstretched, he wants a tag. A 4-corner tag match is so much harder to manage than any other match because there are potential tags waiting in 3 corners, not 1.
Greg Hunter, I mean, right now, I don't get the strategy of the Anger Alliance. I mean, I had to admit they have been arguing back and forth, bickering about who's legal, who should be in, who should be out, but what these guys are missing is the big picture. If one of these guys even goes into the tag team title match at the end against the tag team champions, if they win the belt, there's 4 men that can potentially defend those tag team championships. It would be a great day in Anger Alliance history.
Sends off Nemesis to the far side. Big drop kick from Brandon Phoenix, the former television champion of the world. Cover, hook of the leg. Only a 2 count. Didn't have all the weight across Nemesis' shoulders. This time a 1 count, says Ken Wallace.
What does he know?
Well, he's an accredited official with the National Wrestling Alliance, so I would assume a great deal.
That's your opinion. I don't know about accredited.
Oh, big suplex from Brandon Phoenix. Tags in to the stray cat Brody Ray Chase, keeping Nemesis in their corner. Shoots him off to the near side. Foot in the midsection, face buster across the knee. And now, stray cat Brody Ray Chase with the cover.
And did you see what he did right there? Brody Ray Chase went around his man to cover him to block out the tag. A brilliant move by a man who's been in the ring for over 25 years, Greg Hunter. That's brilliance. That's what the Anger Alliance has been building off of, is the brilliance and expertise of Brody Ray Chase.
Oh, I was kind of under the assumption that it was kind of equal parts. There are 4 of them after all, so, you know.
Well, I mean, but you know, you got to have the veteran.
Well, there are a few veterans in this particular match for the Anger Alliance. None quite with the experience, though. The 2 decades in the sport that Brody Ray Chase has now. The leg of Nemesis, apparently the target du jour for the Anger Alliance, as Adam Roberts continuing to work over the leg of Nemesis as Brody Ray Chase started. Now single leg Boston Crab, trying to further punish the knee. This also punishes the ankle, the back. A boot from Shadow Jackson will break that up.
Well, you know, and this is what I'm talking about. Not only the sagging pants, not only the stealing, not only the lying, but also the cheating of the Urban Assault Squad.
Excuse me? The cheating?
Yes, the cheating of the Urban Assault Squad. That's what makes them street thugs. I don't like street thugs, Greg Hunter.
Oh, big clothesline out of Adam Roberts. Cover 2. Only a 2 count. Well, no one would argue the toughness, the intestinal fortitude, and the teamwork of the Urban Assault Squad.
I would.
Well, shows what you know, or their popularity based off of the crowd here that has sold out the NWA Arena. Tag in to Merciless Don Mathews. He goes up, knee, right to the back of the head from the second turnbuckle. Mathews with the cover, hook of the near leg, and only a 2 count. And now, raining down forearm blows, almost cross faces And now just continuing to work over the head, the neck of Nemesis, and now raking at the eyes. Referee Ken Wallace with the count.
Greg Hunter, you talk about this capacity crowd here. I got here about 4:30 today. I was looking for some tickets to scalp. I mean, for my family. I was going to, give them to my family to scalp. And the SRO signs were out early. They were out there. I mean, there's no tickets available. There's nowhere to sit in this building, let alone stand.
There is. Now, wait a minute. Look over here, the far side. Mathews has Shadow Jackson, and Brody Ray Chase with a right hand just decked Adam Roberts by mistake.
Oh, come on.
The team of Adam Roberts and Don Mathews have been eliminated.
Roberts and Mathews have been eliminated, but Mathews with the parting shot, the big lariat.
Well, you got to keep one of your teams in there. And look at Brody Ray Chase. Have you ever seen a strut like that?
Once or twice, as a matter of fact. And the guy was blonde, too, I might add.
Jackie Fargo?
He's one of them, not the one I had in mind, but yeah. And right now, the stray cat working over the leg. Boots to the thigh of Nemesis, trying to soften it up. And now, I have no idea why the remaining members of the Anger Alliance are still at ringside. They've been eliminated.
They're cheering on their teammate.
Okay, well, that's no strange thing for the Anger Alliance. Nemesis fights off the attempt at that pump handle maneuver from the stray cat. Now, going for the figure four is Brody Ray Chase. Wait a minute. Small package. 1, 2. And there goes another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the team of Brandon Phoenix and Brody Ray Chase has been eliminated.
You gotta be kidding me. But nonetheless, they're all gone now. The Hollywood Brunettes are in. That's Andrew Alexander taking it right to Nemesis, Greg Hunter.
He is. So much for the Anger Alliance's chances.
Wait a
We're
minute.
down to 2, and the Anger Alliance screaming at each other here at ringside. Adam Roberts is just storming off. And now Brody Ray Chase doing his best to play peacekeeper. But right now, the action in the ring, the finals continues. Covered 2. One of these two teams, be it the Hollywood Brunettes or the Urban Assault Squad, are going to move on to face the Anarchy Tag Team Champions later on tonight.
And you know what? One smart maneuvering here by the Hollywood Brunettes. Brody Ray Chase and the Anger Alliance had weakened that leg and knee of Nemesis. The Hollywood Brunettes are capitalizing on it, and this could be a huge gift here for them.
Cover 2, only a 2 count. Alexander very careful to hook the injured leg of Nemesis. Any tension to that limb, to that extremity, has to be absolutely excruciating. And now, Kyle Mathews just pounding away at it.
Greg Hunter, these guys have been so close to the tag team glory. As you mentioned, hostile environment, the huge ladder match. They were literally inches away from winning those tag team championships. I don't think they're going to let an opportunity like that pass them by once again here, especially on a big stage like Fright Night.
And right now, Andrew Alexander with a version of the Indian Deathlock applied, a weapon we have not seen him use here. And I don't remember ever seeing him use it, as a matter of fact. I was going to say quite some time. But he makes the tag.
There's a lot of things about him you don't know, Greg Hunter. A lot of weapons in his arsenal. Just wait and see.
I don't doubt that in the slightest. If you want the opportunity to be Anarchy Tag Team Champions, you better be able to bring it. And right now, the Hollywood Brunettes, if you ever had any doubt, I'm not a fan of them, but they know how to turn it up when the spotlights are on them. And right now, Nemesis boots the A-lister himself off into the turnbuckle. Shadow Jackson, hand extended. He wants the tag. Ken Wallace administering his count. If he reaches 10, moot point. Tags on both sides. And Shadow Jackson, big elbow, floors Mathews, make it 2, sets up the trifecta and one for Alexander. Shadow Jackson is going to town on the Hollywood Brunettes.
Greg Hunter, Shadow Jackson well rested and coming in and just proving that right now. Has his man set up. I mean, this is the one thing. I'm not a big fan of the Urban Assault Squad, but I'm not going to question their tenacity in the ring. I'm not going to question their credentials. These men are what they are, former tag team champions and tag team specialists. And look at Shadow Jackson just shrug off Kyle Mathews.
Big power slam out of Shadow Jackson. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Inches from a second Benefactor Cup victory for the Urban Assault Squad. Blind tag. Matthews, leg gets caught. Clothesline, but Alexander's the legal man. Alexander caught. 10:31 out of Shadow Jackson. 2